Okay, the geeks are here. Their New Year's resolution to take their dance moves to the next level, and they are clearly not doing that, right? But no, it's Ryan Ozawa and Bert Lum. It's amazing they're here because the CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, is going on in Vegas. Yeah, I'm sure that's where you would rather be.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
like Comic-Con for comic people and media people. CES is where it's at. It's, you know, people always say it's too big, it's it's uncool, it's not relevant, but still 180,000 people, 4,000 exhibitors. It's the place to be right now.
And you're going to show us some items that are being featured at the CES.
Yes.
What do you got in your hands?
Well, so you may not know it, but last year a war had broken out between the Amazon and its Alexa speakers and Google attempting to get into that space with their home devices.
Okay.
But it was pretty much Alexa's win.
Right.
They had their top-selling device. Almost everybody who's even remotely geeky, or even some grandparents, are trying to have these speakers in their house.
Right.
So this year, Google has an enormous booth. They've got their names on the trains. They're really trying to make a push. But their advancement is adding the screen. I mean, Amazon has done that as well, but Google is going big on that. And specifically, they're not building the technology. It's going to be LG, Lenovo, Sony, JBL. They're making these smart displays that will be in your home.
And how do you use those? I mean,
exact same way in some senses, where you would just say, hey Google, what's the weather going to be like?
Right.
What's my commute? What's happening today? But it will show you on the screen.
As well as tell you in voice.
And I would say the big platform for this battle is YouTube. Now, last year when you got the Amazon screens, you could watch YouTube, but Google quickly killed it. Why? Probably because they want you to get a Google Smart Display.
Okay. Now, we showed a few minutes ago a fail on a automated suitcase that follows you around. That's a whole category at CES, right?
Well, there's a whole category of these smart suitcases, and they're putting smart, computing in a lot of different devices, even like backpacks. But for CES, I mean, what's kind of interesting about this particular one that we're covering, it's by a Chinese company called ForwardX. Now, you would think that all these big companies are going to be representing, their products over at CES, but actually this one is trying to do a Kickstarter. Right. In fact, I was looking at the sign that they created at the CES, and it was a handwritten ForwardX for their device. But the suitcase that they had, which was different from the one that actually was falling over, it's 4-wheel drive, so it actually has 4 wheels. It does facial recognition, so it's actually looking at not only your face but also your body, and it obviously it follows you around. The idea here is that now, the airlines are going to be concerned about the batteries, right? For this one, you can actually remove the battery.
Oh, so you can put it on the plane.
Yeah, you can put it on the plane.
Okay.
Again, Kickstarter, they're talking about March, and we're looking at maybe $300 to $400. But I'm not sure how big a category this might be, because if you're in a crowded, airport, you want to have your suitcase like going off by itself. I don't know.
Well, we're about out of time. One more thing.
Sure. Well, robots are always big. Now, they have the Sony Aibo dog. It's cute, it's back. They have a robot that looks more like a human. But Honda had some really interesting ones, specifically saying, these robots aren't after your job. So these are robots that help humans work.
Okay.
There's an ATV, there's a wheelchair, and they even have like this empathy robot that has a face, responds to emotions, and they're really, again, trying to move into that space. Instead of a comfort dog, how about a comfort robot? So I think that's really sweet.
Bite Mark Cafe this evening on Hawaii Public Radio. The topic is...
We're going to talk about an accelerator called Mana Up, really taking local companies to the next level.
All right, thanks guys. Bert and Ryan, thank you guys. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
Good luck working on your dance moves. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with more Sunrise in just a couple of minutes.